now 7.4, Your Worship. Evidence revealed that on the 14th of May 2021, at about after 12 midnight, 10 past 12 midnight, applicant 2 was driving a black Mercedes G-Wagon with registration number JH60JBGP along N12 eastbound when he got involved in a collision with a Hyundai whose driver died on the scene. The scene was attended by 2 EMPD officers who allegedly arranged for applicant 2 to be transferred to hospital for medical attention as he was allegedly seriously injured. However, the applicant was attended to at the hospital and discharged the same day without being admitted. Case of culpable homicide was registered as per Bedford View, CAS 106, 05 of 2021. Closed as withdrawn on the 28th of August 2023, but it is mysteriously missing from the sub storeroom where it is supposed to be kept. 7.5. The investigation in the culpable homicide docket placed us in a position to reconstruct the missing docket, and the reconstruction is at an advanced stage, including the investigation regarding such loss of the docket. 7.6. In the reconstruction of this docket, investigation revealed that immediately at the crime scene, the tow truck driver was offered an amount of 10,000 rand by the applicant number 2 to remove the body from the scene before the role players arrived at the crime scene. There is a statement to this effect. Your Worship, it is signed on this 23rd day of April 2026 here in Boksburg and is commissioned, Your Worship. Your Worship, may I read now the Annex A? Thank you, Your Worship. Your Worship, it is under Duduza CAS 91 of April 2022 and it is a matter docket.
A state affidavit opposing bail has cast fresh scrutiny on Ekurhuleni city manager Kagiso Lerutla, linking him to a controversial fatal crash and a series of alleged attempts to manipulate the justice system. Filed in the Boksburg Magistrate Court on Thursday, the affidavit details claims that Lerutla was behind the wheel of a black Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon when it collided with a Hyundai on the N12 in May 2021. The driver of the Hyundai died at the scene. Among the most serious allegations is testimony expected from a tow truck driver who claims he was offered 10,000 rand at the crash site to remove the deceased's body before authorities arrived. The claim has raised concerns about potential interference at the scene and the integrity of the initial investigation. The state further revealed that the original culpable homicide docket, registered as Bedford View, CAS 106/05/2021, was withdrawn in August 2023 and has since gone missing from the SAPS storage. Its disappearance has prompted a parallel investigation, with prosecutors confirming that the reconstructed docket is now at an advanced stage. According to the affidavit, the reconstruction process has already exposed inconsistencies and uncovered new leads, effectively reopening the case. Investigators say key witness statements and timelines previously unavailable are now being examined, transforming what was once considered a closed matter into an active and widening criminal inquiry. Additional charges may be on the table as evidence continues to be reassessed. In a separate but related matter, Lerutla and suspended Ekurhuleni Metropolitan Police Department EMPD Acting Chief Julius Mkhwanazi appeared in court of allegations dating back to March 2019, the state alleges that Relutla, who was due in court for a traffic offense, arranged for a paid impersonator referred to as Mr. X to appear in his place while he attended a job interview. Prosecutors claim the impersonator completed division paperwork using Lerutla's personal details, effectively standing in for him in court. The arrangement is alleged to form part of a broader scheme involving gratification of up to 400,000 rand, suggesting a calculated effort to bypass legal processes for personal benefit. Lerutla has yet to respond publicly to the allegations contained in the affidavit. Meanwhile, the embattled Ekurhuleni Deputy Chief of Police Julius Mkhwanazi has told the court that his arrest was orchestrated by individuals with nefarious political motives. He also said there were people who were jealous of him and wanted to use his arrest to make it impossible for him to apply position of Ekurhuleni Metropolitan Police Department Chief. Mkhwanazi and Ekurhuleni City Manager Kagiso Lerutla were applying for bail at the Boksburg Magistrates Court on Thursday, where they are charged with fraud, corruption, and defeating the ends of justice. In his affidavit, Mkhwanazi told the court that he intends to plead not guilty to the charges and stated, "I believe that my arrest has been orchestrated by individuals for ulterior and nefarious political motives. It is no secret that I have made my aspirations of applying for the position of Chief of Police, which will become vacant at the end of the year. Of course, my arrest and prosecution negatively impacts my eligibility." Mkhwanazi told the court that he did not intend to flee the country or evade the trial, as the trial will exonerate him. While Lerutla told the court that his continued incarceration will affect his family, which depends on him, and said the prejudice will be in the form of lack of support to my family, as they will be deprived of love, emotional and financial support. Mkhwanazi faced scrutiny at the Matlanga Commission over his alleged role in death of Mbenze, who was allegedly tortured by the EMPD officers in April 2022. He was accused of ordering Metro Police to dump Mbenze's corpse into a Brakpan river. He told the commission he rushed to the scene at 2 a.m. after receiving a call from the late informer Yako Henikum. Henikum had informed him of success in crime fighting and asked him to come and witness them. On arrival, Mkhwanazi said he spotted at least 9 white men at the scene and felt comfortable. He said he stayed only briefly because he was angry with Henikum for waking him for nothing. He denied issuing instructions to dispose of Mbenze's body in the river. He also faced intense questioning from the commission regarding the theft of 14.9 million rand in precious stones belonging to Peter Prinsloo, a private property owner in Rosebank, where 2 Metropolis officers conducted a raid. The precious stones went missing after officers Adrian Mackenzie and Keisha Lee Stolz removed them from the property. The pair is currently under investigation by the Independent Police Investigative Directorate and was previously arrested. IPID officers recovered precious stones worth 40,000 rand from Mackenzie's vehicle, but the majority of them are still missing. IPID senior investigator Thulani Magagula recently testified that Mackenzie claimed the stones were used for decorations during the night. Mkhwanazi has been accused of deploying the officers to commit armed robbery at Prinsloo's property. What's your take on this one, people? Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more news.